Thanks, Joe. And continuing with our historical theme tonight, we take a look at IU's Marching 100. The band, famed master of marching bands John Philip Sousa called one of the snappiest and musical bands in the land. Have you ever wondered about the Indiana University Marching 100? What it's like to be a member? What about the rehearsals? We'll find out about this a bit later. But first, when did this IU band start?
The Marching 100 began its career in 1896. That was the first formation of a 22-member band. And then that band grew pretty quickly in the next 20 years, where it marched a block of 10 by 10 members, so 100 members total. A lot of the East Coast news writers and sportscasters named it the famous Marching and Playing 100. The band is now 285. We still use the name Marching 100 to kind of describe the band. One of the most exciting videos that we found in the archives many years ago is from 1927, when the band took a trip to Harvard to play Harvard in football. And each letter was formed after the drum major or band director shot a pistol in the air. And the band would march down and actually make the new letter every time the gun was shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Indiana University Marching 100.
What is it like to put all the music and drill together?
Show is a nostalgic look back at the music.
It's really a fun process. It takes us sometimes anywhere from 15 minutes to a day to learn a normal drill. And the kids are pretty good at reading drill charts. So we give everybody in the band a chart. They find their spot. They kind of know the simple maneuvers we do, and so they know how to go from page to page. It really usually comes together pretty quickly. For us, the music always comes first. By the end of the week, we never have to panic. Usually the music's in great shape, and the drill is simple enough that we can clean it and get it on the field with no problem.
We asked one of the members what it's like to run with his instrument and then start to play.
I've had some hard drill runs in my past. I run track, so something like that's not a problem. I had to go from 20 to 20. Nothing special. I can outrun football kids. It's a really nice experience. It eats up a lot of my time, but I wouldn't spend it doing anything else.
The band frequently makes road trips to college games, and one of the highlights is to perform before the large NFL crowds at Lucas Oil Stadium for the Indianapolis Colts. We asked IU 100 drum major Tanya Mitchell about her duties.
Every day in rehearsal, the drum major is in charge of starting and stopping everything that the band plays. I will whistle off a long whistle and 4 short whistles, and that'll cue the entire band to start. The drum major hits the drum just to keep the pulse, because there's so many people and it's a huge field, and that way everyone's keeping time together. We do a very good job focusing on music. A lot of our players are in the music school. Every single one of our grad students are wind conducting majors, and they help out each section so that our playing is very, very solid. We have a very good fundamental sound. And so in comparison to the other bands, that's one thing that's our strong point when it comes to the Marching 100. We have a great sound.
We're very proud of the Marching 100 here at Indiana University, and of course for over 110 years now, the band has been an integral part of what we do here in Indiana University athletics.
Great, Pam. I love seeing the band at the games. One of my most favorite moments.
Well, guess what, Joe?
What?
You don't have to wait till this Saturday to see the band again. Come on out, guys!
All right. Very nice.
It's very loud right here.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
Well, You guys, thanks so much for coming on to the weekly special. And you just had a really exciting performance with the Colts game at halftime at Lucas Oil Stadium. Hannah, why don't you tell us about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty exciting. Like, we had to play for the whole halftime. We played Sing, Sing, Sing and stuff. It was just really exciting having to play with all that big audience watching us.
Yeah, absolutely. Was your adrenaline just absolutely pumped up?
Oh, yeah, definitely, because we were just down there on the field of Lucas Oil. That's just kind of a big deal.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Really cool.
Yeah, and I'm also joined here by the Colonel himself, David Woodley, the director of the marching band. Also, just a couple years ago, you did Soldier Field, too. Isn't that correct?
Yeah, we've done the Colts game, did a Soldier Field game, so I think we've done a pro game almost every year out of the last 5 or 6, so something we like to try to do.
And how does that come to be?
The Colts have contacted us every year to do it. We sort of sit back, but they every year have called us to do it, and they pick up the tab for the trip, so we're happy to go up and do it.
Now, I also hear that you're looking into having your own practice facility somewhere on campus. Can you talk a little bit about that?
You bet. For about 35 years, the Marching 100 has had no permanent home. And so what we're trying to do now is get things in order for us to have a permanent building. It'll be located behind the Mellencamp facility on the athletic campus, and we're starting our fundraising campaign literally as we speak right now. So we think in about a year from the time the money is raised, we'll be in the building and ready to go.
And we're looking at some of the renderings right now on the screen. What all is this facility going to involve or have?
Sure, it's about 22,000 square feet, 3 major rehearsal halls, one for the drum line, one for our Red Steppers dance team, one for the full band, changing rooms, office space for the staff, a library, and all sorts of great things that we've needed for quite a long time.
And as far as how this compare to other Big Ten schools, is this something that most other schools have?
I think 6 other schools have at least something that they can call their own home. So we're trying to get up into that group. Penn State and Ohio State have the 2 largest ones, but we're trying to get our building in there as quickly as we can to give our kids a chance to have a rehearsal inside or outside, no matter what the weather.
Sure, and I believe we also have a website if people would like more information or would like to donate. They can go online and do that there.
Sure. Marching100.org is our website, and we have a link there that'll take people to this new flyover, and they'll get a chance to see the building firsthand.
Well, thanks so much. You guys were awesome. How about a drum roll? All right, great. And while they've been marching out on the field, we caught up with the group that helps make hiking possible throughout the state.